But Tyler said, my life is a constant anxiety trip. I think we all feel like that.
I feel you.
I feel you on that, too. Stressed the hell out right now, man.
I'll say, the more you talk, the more you make me nervous.
Yesterday, the surgeon, he goes, if you're going to freak out, we don't have to do this. I go, no, I'm good. He's like, no. I need to know that you're good.
Wow.
And I'm like,
you were that bad?
My anxiety was really bad.
You're worse than Baby Chaz at the doctor's office.
Dude, bad. Needles, bro. I get myself all psyched up.
Oh, my gosh.
And they were like, ding, 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 ding. They were hitting all over the head.
Just do a bump and call it the day. Let's go to Rob and San Bruno. Rob, what's happening?
Hey, Rob.
You're on the roast.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Big Rob?
I mean, same old. But look, though, I think Purdy's rated. He's rated perfectly. I'm a Purdy hater. I think he did perfect. I just think when they watched that Baltimore game, they watched that Cleveland game, watched that Minnesota game, it is what it is. That's Purdy can be great, but he does have an instance where he's going to throw interceptions. We've seen it against Baltimore. We've seen it against Detroit where they dropped a few. Green Bay dropped a few. So yeah. I think the interceptions in practice are kind of – that's what Brock Purdy is. We didn't see a lot of dropped interceptions from different teams. We lucky we ain't got, we had good luck with it, but that's who Brock Purdy is.
Wait, Rob, I got to rewind real quick. You did open this call up by saying, I'm a Brock Purdy hater?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really I'm a Kyle Shanahan hater. So
gotcha.
Kyle, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I'm just saying in terms of the way we seen last year when they were missing pieces, when Brock Purdy has to force the throw with no threat of the run game, I think he gets in trouble. And I think that quote he had talking about he's trying to be a killer like Tom Brady, in the next two practices he's throwing 7, 8 interceptions. No, we don't need that from you, Kyle. We need you to be a better Alex Smith. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be Tom. But that's all I got to say.
He's better than Alex.
He's better. Come on. He's better than Alex, right, Rob? Oh, Rob, hook up. Rob. Hey, listen, you know what? Rob kept it real. He kept it real. My man said, I'm a Brock Purdy hater. But actually, he walked it back and said, I'm a Shanahan hater. So, therefore, I hate Brock Purdy.
Could you imagine, didn't he say he was rooting for Detroit in the NFC Championship game?
I've said he's rooting
so
for
did he,
Detroit.
fist pump? How did he react when the Niners clinched that game and went to the Super Bowl?
The downfall is near, and it's coming hard.
He did say that. So I'm rooting for Detroit. I want Detroit to lose.
Funny.
He was watching with the Niners gear on. Oh, Rob and San Bruno. He's one of our real ones, though, because I got a lot of love for Rob.
I do
because
love Rob.
Our first year doing overtime at the Hilton Hotel, he stopped by every time. He'd step by to shake hands and chop it up with us. And he's a good dude. He's a good family guy. He does a lot with the kids, girls basketball.
Anxiety's not a problem for him.
No, it's not. He's chilling.
Yeah, he stays medicated.
He stays medicated. Baseball bat, sit next to Jesus up there at Levi Stadium. But he does a lot. He does a lot for I see him out there with the high schools and stuff like that. Rob's a good dude out there. Let's go to our boy, Tyler and SF. YouTube, Tyler Miller. Tyler.
The bat signal.
Goes to Trey Lance. He heard us. Ooh. Oh, what's going on in practice, baby? What's your practice report? Brock Purdy's looking great, right?
What's good, fellas? Y'all threw out the bat signal. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm kind of down and out right now. But
why are you down and out, Tyler? Whoa. Why are you down and out?
Man, I'm experiencing free agency right now. So this is week 1 of free agency. So I just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead.
Good luck with that. I'm sorry, man.
Keep on trucking. Yeah. Oh, no, it's all good, boys. You live to fight another day. But for my training camp report, Brock Purdy did look solid in training camp for the beginning of it when I went, but then the interceptions started to pile up. He almost threw one to Fred Warner, threw almost one to Demo, and then started to throw interceptions out of nowhere. A little bit late throwing the Debo across the middle. Still struggles with the deep ball, I would say, even though he hit Debo deep the other day. But I don't know. I think that's just still going to be his problem, y'all. Like, Purdy can do a lot of things, especially better than what Jimmy was able to do, even though the numbers are similar. But I think when he starts to throw interceptions and he just gets into his head, I think it's just a snowball effect, as we've seen with the Ravens game and the Cleveland game. So, I don't know. White Boy Rick, your boy White Boy Rick is killing it against air right now. But when
does
he
that
goes
mean?
up
Wait,
the
what does that
Killing it
mean?
against air.
Ricky Pierce also, does he look good or not? Team drills. Just tell me about team
He looks
drills.
good
I don't care.
against air right now.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I just care about team drills. I don't want.
Look, Ricky Pearsall is really good against air, really good at the top of his routes. He didn't do one-on-ones when I was there, and he does have a case of the drops sometimes. I think the fourth-string quarterback hit him in 11-on-11 across the middle. Best throw I've seen from the fourth-string quarterback in a while. Ricky caught it right in his hands and dropped it as he got to the ground. So I think drops are only going to be a problem for him. But, I mean, he looks the part. He looks like he's 6'1", almost 6 feet, and he moves pretty good. So, I don't know. I would have taken other wide receivers at that number 1 spot in the draft. But we all know Kyle and Don Lynch like to play Russian roulette in the first round sometimes, and
Tyler,
they're high on White Rick. But yeah. I mean, other than that, the team looks good. It looks similar to last year. We got a whole bunch of talent still, but it just doesn't have that vibe of like last year. Where it was like, okay, we're going to a Super Bowl type of, But this year, it just felt like just another practice. Ayuk was there. He was chilling on the sideline. Dre Greenlaw was sitting on the sideline. They both look good.
on the sidelines, they look good. They look good on the sidelines.
Hey, I mean, they look. Dre Greenlaw was walking around. Hufanga was walking around. Like they look pretty good. Like they could still go right now. We all know Ayuk's situation, but other than that, I mean, the Niners look like we're gonna win about
Tyler.
12 games.
You worried about Big Trent? You worried about Big Trent?
The O-line didn't block that bad when I was at practice the other day. We don't have a lot of O-linemen out there. Shout out my boy Banks. He's still holding it down, and Brendo's still doing good. Puny looks solid, but, I mean, of course, it's Trent Williams. So,
yeah, no doubt.
Yes, we're going to be worried about not having Trent Williams, but I think he'll be back by the time.
Tyler, here's the most important.
I don't think he wants to do training camp.
Here's the most important. Forget all of the fake YouTube chat accounts that try to pretend to make shots at you. I want to know how do you consume 49er practice when you're not there? Who are your go-tos?
Definitely Grant. Grant is up there. I know he gets a lot of flack, but Grant is up there. I consume all of them, honestly. Like I like to see everyone. I'm following Dave Lombardi, even though he can be somewhat of a tool sometimes. But I mean, he gives really good breakdowns. The legend I saw, Matt Barrows, when I was there at training camp. Matt Mayoko. Like, I follow all the shout out Brad, Graham. Yep. I follow everyone in terms of camp, but mostly Grant, though. Y'all got to give Grant Cohn his flowers, bro. He be in the trenches.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's a good point, Tyler. Thanks for the call, man. Good to hear from you, brother. And Kryler Miller on YouTube. I told y'all, Bonta also a Purdy hater, too. He only takes calls from these clowns, man. He's a Purdy hater. And I'm thinking to myself, I just was debating with Shasky last segment that Purdy should be higher in the top 100. What the hell are you listening to? Like, shut up. Delete your account. Anyway, I'm with Tyler when it comes to consuming all the reports. You got to read everybody. Everybody has a fresh angle, fresh perspective. You may find a nuggy dog with the depth. We're going to have Matt Burrows on an hour. I'm going to hear his perspective.
So it's like the presidential race where you have people that are far right, far left, and you're moderate. You're right in the middle. You're consuming both sides,
everything.
And you're just saying to yourself, I'm not feeling either candidate.
I feel all these writers. They do a good job out there grinding, man.
So you're voting for all the candidates.
Yeah, I just think, you know what? I just don't want people to have agendas when they cover it. That's all. Go in objectively.
People know, okay, you have to understand, though, that it's a business model also now to cater to what your audience is looking for. So if they're looking for more, and I don't think you're lying, but if you're looking for a little more, rosy viewpoint, you're going to go in some directions. And if you're looking for more criticism, you go in other ones. I think there's a time and a place for all of that. Right,
no doubt. Now, I do get a kick from afar with all the YouTubers and the content creators. And I don't like to say that. I'm not trying to be derogatory towards them or anything like that because they do a great job. When you get the Ryan Hensleys and the Aponte, yeah, exactly. But you guys are grinding on YouTube and they're doing their thing. They're putting in time. They're investing time into covering the 49ers and trying to break down the 49ers. But I do get a kick out of just how much beef there is on these internet streets, man. I'm like, man, it's not that serious. We're covering football. We're covering sports. Why is everybody attacking each other? It's weird. It's football. It's back.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, B, but in life, there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of friction around the world these days. Yeah. Am I surprised that it's made its way to the 49er channels that are all across the internet streets? No, I'm not surprised at all.
I shouldn't spend no time on this, but it's amazing. And this is to our point. We're just talking about, do writers get fandom? Do they understand their consumer? Mm-hmm. And I kind of counter it with, hey, sometimes it doesn't matter what you write. They're going to hate on you.
Okay.
No matter what, right? No matter what.
Yeah. I put out pictures of my family, and it's like, your family's ugly.
Yeah, right.
It's like, damn.
Damn.
It's hella mean.
Wow, damn. You know what I'm saying?
You can say I'm ugly,
right.
But I mean, my kid's not that ugly.
So here you go. Bonta Hill can say whatever he says about Brock Purdy. I can say he's in an MVP race. I can say he's going to lead an offense that's going to score 30 points a game. Mm-hmm. I could say, I just said Brock Purdy was too low in the top 100. He was one of the 20 best players in the NFL.
But you didn't say it with enough conviction.
5-0. Bonta, you're an obvious Purdy hater. And I'm not going to read the rest, but I am happy with Brock Purdy. And it's just like Brock Purdy is who wouldn't want a guy like Brock Purdy to lead your team? Now, you could pick apart his attributes. You could say he's too small. You could say, well, he's not completing deep ball. Yeah, I want a better deep ball thrower. I want him to complete the deep ball at a higher rate. No doubt about it. But how can you not root for a guy that was the last pick of the NFL draft who took the reins of a job in the midst of Jimmy Garoppolo's played his best football in years, gets hurt against Miami, a game in which Miami scores on the first play of the game. He comes in as a third-string quarterback, as the last pick of the draft, leads him to a win. Then the very next week, outduels Tom Brady on the same field. What's not to like about Brock Purdy?
But this is, I think people...
So my point is, I can say whatever I want, and you'll get a clown from the 5-0 saying, Bonta, you're an obvious Purdy hater. Well, you don't like Purdy.
I think in sports, I had this happen to me with the Klay Thompson thing. It's like, and this is the analogy I would say to people on the side when I could lay it out. Like, okay, I love Martin Scorsese. I love Robert De Niro.
Yep.
They're like two of my favorite people of all time. He's one of the greatest filmmakers ever. He's got unbelievable classics. I'm going to watch anything he puts out. And De Niro, same thing. But that movie they had on Netflix was terrible. I'm sorry. It was terrible. Yep. That movie was terrible. And just because that I am critically thinking and I'm, and that's kind of part of the job is I'm going to say like, hey, like, I didn't think you played really well, or I didn't think you did this well, or whatever. Now all of a sudden I'm deemed a hater. We're not allowed levels of criticism, right? And so it's either all in or all out. And I keep going back to the joke of politics because, Bonta, it's just social media has created echo chambers where you're in one party or the other, and there's no in between. And I've said this to you for how many years? How long have we been working together?
For a long time.
I said to you, B, I think most Americans agree on like 95 to 99% of the same things. You know what we all really want? We don't want to be taxed that much.
No, we don't.
We want to make more money.
Yep.
We want to have more of a livable wage.
Right.
We don't want housing to cost so much. And we want our communities to be safe and for our children to be able to go to good schools.
Right.
I think most Americans agree in all of those things. Right. We're arguing on the fringes about all these crazy things. And so I just think that too many times, like, you're this bucket or you're that bucket. You think Purdy sucks.
Yep.
No, actually, I think Purdy's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Now, can he get over the hump with Shanahan? Like, Shanahan, can they get over the hump? I don't know. I want to see it. But I'm dying to see it.
2 NFC championship games.
I'm dying to see it.
He got hurt 6 plays into that NFC championship game. He goes back to the NFC championship game. He leads one hell of a rally, 24-7, down at the half. And he goes out there and leads them to a Super Bowl. And of course, you fall short in the Super Bowl in the last play overtime, but Brock Purdy, this is what sports is all about. And I think it already is one of the great stories in North American sports history. Last pick of the NFL draft, quarterback in the East San Francisco 49ers, and finishing in the top 3 of the MVP race. But now, if he wins a Super Bowl, it's up there with Kurt Waters. It's up there with Tom Brady being a 6th-round pick. It is up there with somebody, and I know I'm omitting a lot of stories here. We go down the list of some of the great American stories that we see in sports history.
Linsanity has nothing on Brock Purdy right now, does it?
Nothing. So what's not to like about that? What's not to like about the defense right now? Because I'm hearing the